Thank you very much, Dr. Mathur, and thank you very much, and to give me this great honor, distinguished chief guests, my professors, teachers, distinguished alumni, and as Sunil said, would-be alumni. I am really honored to be here. But before I begin to say a few things about a little bit of the past life and perhaps a few things related to what I would like to see BHUMAA to do. But let me first of all say that I am really delighted to see Professor Chotelalji here, my teacher. He taught me accounting, which I had no idea about, but I will tell you a story because Himanshu started with saying some stories. It reminded me of some stories that I would like to tell you in just 1 second. Also, I have 3 other teachers of mine, Professor Burman, Professor Chaudhary, and Professor S.K. Singh. They were all my teachers. But at the same time, I had the great opportunity and the fortune to also be a teacher here, and some of my students are also professors over here. Dr. Usha Kiran was also one of my students when I was a teacher here. So there have been generations here. I've been very fortunate. And my batchmate, Arun Kumar, the distinguished alumnus, we used to call him, by the way, and now I can get into this one. We are in an alumni meeting. I'm not here in a formal, some kind of a classroom, okay? So I'm here to make a roast of people. So here is Arun Kumar, my classmate, my batchmate. We used to call him Robert. Sunil Srivastava came in a batch later to me. He was also, sometimes he was also a roommate too, for a short period of time when he was here. So another distinguished alumnus. We have been friends since a very long time. Aditya Kavra, again, Sunil's batchmate. Every time I'm here in Banaras, my host, Aditya Kavra, never lets me do anything, takes care of things. So that was the kind of people we had. And of course, there are a number of other students over here. Atul Kakkar, I say, my same name. He's here, a student. And there were several.
Dr. Shamim.
Dr. Shamim, he was also one of the students. So very happy to see several people here. But let me also say a couple of things. That we had a great time and a lot of learning. One of the things was when I went to my summer internship. That was, I knew very little at that point in time. And I had a marketing project with my colleague who was supposed to share a dais over here. Now I know why they put me on the dais over here, because they knew backbencher over there, I'll be making a roast of many people. You know? One way to keep me shut was put me over here so that I can remain quiet for some time. So that was a ploy, really. But nevertheless, my classmate who was also supposed to be a guest of honor today, Brijesh Kaushal, he and I were together in working for Gabriel's doing summer internship. And I had very little clue about what to do during the project. And you know, guess what? During my marketing, I had to do some analysis of data, etc. And the principle I used was from accounting. Dr. Chotelal taught us something in financial statement analysis called CSS. CSS was the ratio he calculated. And I conveniently used the CSS ratio in my market analysis. The guys from IIM Ahmedabad who were there in my class, my supervisors, they said, "What is this?" And I explained to them, "What is this?" "Oh, so this was so cool," and I became a hero. So thank you very much. So it was a very small thing from there. By the way, of course, there has been a lot of contribution of Dr. S.K. Singh and Dr. Chaudhary, and Dr. Burman. Dr. Burman taught me all those linear programming and transportation and assignment models. And those linear programming models, today when people come there, Prachi was one of the interns working with us. I was asking her, have you been doing all those linear programming and assignment models or not? Because we have got some dynamic programming problems to do. Okay? So there is a lot of things that we could do from the classroom. I was also greatly, I greatly benefited from all the professors' names was mentioned, Professor S. Tiwari, Professor Bandari. But definitely I had a huge, whatever I am today, somebody made a comment on Facebook. Many of you know I'm pretty active on Facebook. So one of the persons made one year senior to me, Rajiv Surohi, made a comment. There was Atul Parvatiyar who somehow became a professor. And that is true. By the way, just let you know, somehow, ask my batchmates, nobody would have ever guessed that I would have someday become a professor. One guy just trying to take the point.
Hold on. He was never serious during his MBM days, and we never expected that he can ever become.
You are serious.
I opened my mouth and then I get myself into trap, right? But nevertheless, you know, I got into the faculty because Professor A.K. Shah had a tremendous amount of influence on me. And particularly, Sunil was mentioning the first day of class on organizational behavior. Till today, I still remember all my organizational theory, Edzonis, the definition of organization, and the from the scientific school of management to the system school of thinking to all the other aspects. Those were the foundations that have really taken me a long way. And I was very fortunate because one time when I was a teacher here, Professor A.K. Shah was not well, so he gave me his teaching notes to teach the class. So that was a double advantage to me that I got. And I wanted Professor A.K. Shah to come here today to distribute the scholarship award if he could, in his honor that we would like to do. And I want to also mention that both the awards that I have been able to kind of be behind it, it's an annual scholarship award. It's not a one-time scholarship award, and certainly my commitment is there for an annual scholarship. And also Professor Abrar Ahmed, he was my PhD professor. Dr. Bharat Durrani was here today, and I wish she could have stayed longer, but I understand she has a major practice to take care of. We were very, I learned a lot from the professors, not only in the classroom, but outside the classroom. Professor Abrar Ahmed almost treated me like his younger brother. And I learned a lot. Dr. S.C. Chaudhary was also Professor Abrar Ahmed's student, the first student of Dr. Abrar Ahmed in PhD, and I was the third in the rank over there, and Dr. Usha Kiran Rai was also fourth or fifth in that line. So we were very fortunate. But I would like to say, Professor Chotalalji, I may not have been an okay student at that time, but I still learned a lot from you, sir. So I was really thankful for all the things that I learned. They say Kabir ka doha mere ko baar-baar yaad aata hai, do Guru Govind do khare, tako lagu paaye, balihari Guru aapno jin jo Govind dikhaye. So you do a lot of things, and certainly learn a lot of things in many ways. Many of you over here are going to become very senior people. I really congratulate all the distinguished alumni, the young achievers, and the 1972 batch. You people have done marvelously well. But one thing I would like to say that you all know this by now, that like many other disciplines, management education, the half-life of management education is now down to only 12 months. It used to be 24 months, and now whatever you study in your college today, by the second year, half of it is already obsolete. And what does it mean to us? It means that we are now moving into the knowledge economy. As we are progressing towards the knowledge economy, we are not anymore in the agrarian society. We don't live in the villages and the farms in the areas around us and don't do that, although there is an agricultural management area, but nevertheless the society has moved far more from being agrarian. We moved to industrial. There was a time when all the concentration of industries were in the four cities of Delhi, Bombay, Calcutta, Madras. And everybody had to kind of go to the metros, and the cities broke to the seams. Now the situation has changed. We moved from that transition into a service economy. In came a number of other cities from Bangalore to Pune to other places that also developed. Workforce also started changing, but we are all moving to the knowledge economy. And as we progress in the knowledge economy, you know better than I know that knowledge is paramount. And as many of you have said, almost every alumnus says one thing, this is for everybody, for us to know, that when you join your